Hey guys, it's Dave. It's June 26, 2018. I want to show you the progress on the Locksmith website so far. We're getting there. And we're going to be able to auto-generate an unlimited number of websites really soon for pretty much any industry. It'll take us like a week to set up any industry project and then just take it over. So it's been worth the wait, especially considering that after we launch, everything that follows will be really, really easy. Okay, so this is cool. This means that we can just expand fast and protect everyone's investment by being able to add to any production rapidly. Okay, so here we are. We're working on the first 92 websites. Don't click these links because it'll go to the fuller version. I don't think they'll look right. They're all on subdomains. Okay, but let me just walk through the pieces, then I'll show you the combinations. So fonts and font sets. Okay. We found 40 times 20 times 20 combinations. So that's like 16,000 font combinations we can generate in the templates. We don't need that many, but there you go. So along with that, we move forward. We created a way of handling all the image variability and all the different replace statements we want to make on our typography page. Okay. So this is replace one font family with another and a different font family, like a subfamily with different things happening on the typography with another, and then a third one with another, more fill-in print. Not just that, but the banner height for the big banner at the top where the images come in and then the words come in, the banner. So how many pixels tall should that be? Well, it could be 500 pixels. It could be 501. It could be 502, 503. It could be 600. It could be a lot larger. And then opacity, background of the banner text, headline text. Is that an opacity of 70%, 71%, 72, 73, or what? So any number of replace statements we want to come up with, for each next one, we can do that, okay? And it'll handle each sheet uniquely. So that's totally awesome. We even went out of our way to build a new toolbar to actually run this thing across all those variables to create all the different typography pages. Now that's awesome because each typography page gets uploaded to each website and boom, there you have it. Brand new looking, brand new setup for the website frame. All right, so now what do we have? I also want to point this out because this is what's coming, okay? The var sheet. By far the biggest single part of the production is the var sheet. So, you have your sample cities, sample keywords, sample services, right? Now, once we go and move all the stuff off with the final phone numbers embedded, we'll get the phone numbers into here while this is all organized in one place. That's why we're doing all of our work here. It's in one place and organized. Once it's done, we move them to the domains that we get for each of those locksmith websites, okay? And as we do that, where was I? Oh, then we're going to be able to grab our list of domains and anchor text and so on, and then also get our list of external domains and anchor text, and then other external domains, anchor text, and move forward from there. Okay, so what do we have beyond that? Just the points about building big, right? So we have all the different banners, we have different anchor keywords in this case, and then just phrases. And moving along, it gets wilder, right? We have sections for every city. These are huge, actually. Several paragraphs long. We have sections for the cities. We have sections for the states. Okay. So whatever the state is, in each case, and then beyond that, what? City columns, state columns. We have attention-grabbing headlines for each different thing. We have attention-grabbing headlines for commercial, for residential, for emergency, for automotive, because those are the four major facets. And then we have topics, lots and lots and lots of topics for generating page combinations. This doesn't look like much because it looks like run-on wording, but it's not true. It's just Alt plus Enter text. So for instance, if I expand one of these boxes and look, that's the point. There's the headline, paragraph, and then bullet point list, another paragraph. You go down, you're going to wind up with the next section. So you got another headline and more paragraphs, right? Well, take a look. This is actually quite a bit of information. And stop and realize that that's happening in every one of these spots and every one of these spots and every one of these spots. There's lots and lots and lots of them. Okay. So there is so much unique content, and this is all unique content. We wrote it. Okay. Nobody has it. This is ours. And again, keywords and different. So we know what we're doing here. for getting all this stuff to work, to create all the variability we want, right? So that we can just do just this massive combination of websites and just keep going. And it's going to be something Google's going to love in every case. Unique treatment of material just goes on and on and on. There's a lot of it. So we've got most of it done, all the heavy stuff. Now we're just in final assembly. So let me just show you what final assembly looks like so you understand the idea there, because I've pretty much gone through all that. Okay. So that's kind of like this. Okay. We'll get the var sheet up when we're done with it, but we started in. So you might have a template layout. Okay. And it's got its links and so on, and it's got its fonts. Okay. So the first thing that we care about here, and I love the borders with the background colors, you know, for the contact us form, the fact that this is, you know, something we can move around. What do I want to say? We wanted to start by creating the variable templates, okay? So as we go through, it's not just variations in the color, it's variations in the font sets, okay? This font here is different than, let's say, if we were on the automotive page or something. I don't know where we were. All right, the font here, can you see the difference, right? Okay, totally different, right? The fonts are different. We just need the contents to be unique in each case, and they will be. That's why we're building the var sheet the way we are. Well, we can keep going, right? These are all different. Different fonts, different combinations, different color schemes, okay? Let me just, you know, kind of like walk you through it real quick, because I think the point's making itself really fast. All right, different fonts with different colors is the first step. The other thing that we're doing is image variability. So all these websites are going to have images that match the color scheme. Like in this case, notice how this image here does not really match the color scheme, right? It's just the filler, right? When we put up the variations and we wind up with these images in there. But take a look at this other thing. I don't know if I showed you this. These are 92 combinations, right? The PSDs, each one is a variation with the different colors for the color overlays, okay? So that would look like this. Say you have your one image, okay? But if we go from website to website, that should be blending in with that template. That image should look like it belongs to that website. You accomplish that by matching the color schemes in these overlays on top of the image, so that the same image on a different website can look like it belongs to that different website, okay? So these are the different color schemes for the websites that we have, you know, and you might think, well, isn't that the same as the other one? The answer is no, it's not. I forget which is which, but yeah, they're not. All right, so anyway, it's all the different styles for all the different websites, different mid-tones, different bright tones, different dark tones, just whatever was on each website. That's the whole point, right? Okay. And so anyway, that applies for the images that we do for each of those websites, okay? That way they all have unique images. Now, this is pretty easy. We can generate about 1,800 per hour. So if we're having to switch between projects, then that does slow us down. Let's just say we can generate, I don't care, 1,000 per hour. Then even if we were just using like 4 sets of 25 images each, commercial, emergency, automotive, and residential, then you've got 4 sets of 100 or 25, like 25 times 25 times 25 times 25 totally unique combinations with images that only belong to that one website, because then the next website will use its own. So we'll make 100 images with this style for one website, 100 with that style for the next, 100 with that style for the next, 100 with that style for the next, because we can auto generate them. There's 92 files here. I know the bottom ones say like 98, 99, 100, but if you look closer, style 1 and style 3, because we threw away style 2, right? So we just got 92 that we like. So anyway, the content of our sheet's going to be enough to cover everything without question. We're going to be able to make hundreds and hundreds of websites with this without even batting an eye, okay? And it'll be unique. Images, totally unique. Template structures, like I said, with all the different color styles and everything. Look at this. I mean, just as many as you want to go through, they're different and they're cool. Different and cool, right? And that's it. That's what we had to have, variability, okay? Now you might still say in the end, like everything seems to be the same on the page, and the answer is yeah, but wait till we start uploading all of the var sheets. It's going to totally change that, okay? And along with that, can we automate stuff like, oh, I forgot how that works. It's like I got to refresh it. I just got too many tabs open. Can we what was I gonna say? Oh, create variability for stuff like the sidebar placement and the items in the sidebar and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see to what degree we want to and when we want to do it, because we can control this stuff by hand. This is easy. And then we can always go into each finished website and do SEO in there easily. Say I put up a website, one website with 7,000 pages, okay? That might be 7 home pages, 7 about us pages, or 1,000 home pages, 1,000 about us, 1,000 commercial, 1,000 emergency, locksmith, residential, and contact us, right? Now, if I want to change the emergency page, I can go in and make an update to the SEO on that page. Maybe I'll add in something like that, or, you know, the title tag text that works here. Well, I'll use variables. Speedy Locksmith is a variable. It's a company name. Serves what? Chicago. That's another variable. It's a city. Call us now. Another variable. That's a phone number for that city, for that company, right? So that's 3 variables in a title tag. Now, if I missed that before and I thought about it later, how hard is it to change? Piece of cake. Log into the admin panel, go paste in that bit of coding, right? That line with the title with the global variables, and log out. I just updated every one of the automotive pages on that website. So if there were 1,000 automotive pages, no, one for 1,000 cities, each of 1,000 cities, I just updated SEO with different verbiage and different phone numbers onto 1,000 pages in one motion at once. All right, I updated 1,000 web pages in one motion. Okay, take me all of half a minute to log in, make the change, and log out. Especially if I'm doing this in an organized way and I'm logging into all my websites at once and copying and pasting over the update I want and then logging out. So can you update 92 websites in like half an hour? You know, with something like that? Yeah. So you do one of those once a week and Google loves it. Half an hour a week and you can update 92 websites times 1,000 pages. And if you want to do that with 7 actions, right? That's like half an hour a day to update 92 times 7,000 pages. You know, that's huge, right? 600,000 pages or something getting updated every week with no effort. Half an hour a day of work that can be assigned to anyone. Okay, that's where we are. And so this is cool, totally awesome. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys knew that we're getting there. So I don't know the exact date when we're going to launch because we're still putting all the final pieces together. Some of the stuff is trickier than it looks. But we are definitely getting there, and without question, pretty soon we're going to be presenting this for the locksmiths, and they're going to be able to give us all the phone numbers for all the cities, and then we're going to set this up and get trial leads and show you, as soon as we get this tied together, we'll show you our access. So you're going to be able to listen to call recordings, check out the invoices, check out visitor stats, all that jazz. Okay. All right. So for all you guys who are funding this project, because that's how it's coming into existence, right? And you guys are going to be the first guys we reach to for the next industries. You're waiting a long time for this industry because we're building it from scratch, complete with building new toolbars from scratch. You don't even know. You know how many times we went through this toolbar and updated it to do things that were important, including make it work for fonts as well, right? Getting from the original toolbar update here to the one that also allowed this looks pretty easy, but it's not. Okay, because we said at this point, we said we don't just need hard-coded changes to the colors, right? Where it knows what it's looking for to make each change. But we want to make variable combinations of replace what with on each different typography page that we work on, right? Each different website, produce a different page for each one, okay? With all the new values. That was tougher. And we went through something like 8 versions of this toolbar alone in the past 4 days, okay? But the variability it gives us, right, is insane. So when you're thinking, what about the next industry? It'll take a week. When you say, what about the next industry? Another week, all right? It'll be like a week per industry as soon as we're finishing this, because we'll have all the pieces in place to know what we're supposed to do for each next industry, okay? So believe me, guys, this has been totally worth it. For those of you that have come along with a ride, along for the ride and made this possible, that's what you're getting your earnings from, right? So the guys who help make this possible split 80% of the revenue on an ongoing basis coming in from the Locksmith receipts, right? We get paid bi-weekly, so payouts will be bi-weekly. And it'll be very obvious what the payouts are. And these are trustworthy guys. I've worked with them for years. I know them well. And the next industry we're going after for garage door repair, I know those guys. They're trustworthy. This is going to be really, really good. That's the second industry we go after as soon as this one's done, right? Those two are already on the shelf. That'll take a week, okay? Do we need to create more fonts for garage door repair? No, no. Do we need to create more templates for garage door repair? No, we can use the same 92 to launch that one, okay? We just need to create new images. Do we need to create new image styling like this box here and that box there and that box there? No. We already have our CSV file updated for this to be able to fill in, auto fill in and produce each layer of text on top of these and use all these different styles, right? And that's just color variations on one style. We've got that done. We've got some more style sets to go through. We've got like what, 23 more to produce 92 colors from. Okay, 92 colors times 23 style sets, right? And that covers us for any images, for any industry, all the time. All right. So everything we're going to launch from here is going to be easier and easier and easier and easier and easier, right? And what are we going to want to do in every case? Look for a dispatch center, right? Find a dispatch center. Let them buy our leads. Okay. Okay, so for those of you that want to, now that you see where we're at, because we're getting really close, all right, you can follow along by going to wyblitz1.com and going to the subdomains 1.2.3.4. and seeing what's going on. If you want to get in, okay, go to gettrialleads.com/LPE, okay, fill out the form and submit. That'll give you a password. This will take you like a minute, okay, and with that password, go to gettrialleads.com/admin. That's really all you need to do. Log in as an LPE owner, put in your email address and the password you got, and hit log in. You'll see links on the left. Click them to explore whether positions are still available. They're going pretty quick. We're down to our last round. Just so you guys understand, as soon as we start launching onto the destination domains and it's possible to start getting traffic, we're cutting off the rest of the positions. If there are any left, they're going to disappear. And all the payouts that are going to happen are going to be across the guys who bought in. Okay? So whatever payout, or whatever positions you want, if you want to be in on this, better get in on this. And all the guys on the inside of this are going to be our go-to guys for every next industry that we open. They're going to be the first guys we turn to. Is it going to cost as much and be as hard to open each next industry? No, because we've really put so much automation and strength into this. All we really have to do is do what? Cover the basics, right? Domains, dedicated IP addresses, wildcard SSL, server hosting, regular backlinking to some of the websites, because then the juice will flow through the rest, just the way we connect them together. So it's just base services by then. It's the cheap stuff is just the stuff that you can't automate, you have to get. So, oh, and another thing, we've been talking with some guys who are talking about whether we should go up into the cloud. That's an interesting conversation. What's the point? Load balance across all the cities you want. And so if somebody in Chicago clicks a web page on the website, right, it loads from right there in Chicago. Somebody in Denver clicks, it loads from right there in Denver because it's load balanced across the nation. So what's that mean? Fast page loads, local servers in every single case. And so what that means is that Google really prefers that, right? So that's a conversation we'll get into when that time comes. All I can say is this is really moving fast. So get in, get going, get whatever positions are left if you want to be in on this. And this is the best thing we've ever done. That's another point I want to make. No more cities, no more states. The whole thing about, well, which website is mine? The answer is it's not about which website is yours. You get your share from every one of them, okay? No matter where the sales are coming in, no matter what cities, no matter what states, no matter which websites, the whole project itself is a single project. All the calls that come through any of the phone numbers on any of these sites, and they're going to be different phone numbers for different cities on every one of these sites, okay? Then as the calls come through, we listen to the recordings and we get paid our share on the invoices. And so there you go. It's going to be a collective effort. As many more websites as we put in the mix and backlink through the group and get external backlinks too, just to, some of them just to get more juice flowing through the whole thing. All of that causes the whole tide to rise, okay? Means that we own a greater percentage of the market, okay? So this is exactly where we're going with this, and this is what we're going to do with every next industry we go after. It's like the next one after this garage door repair. We'll open up positions when we get this one finished, and we'll be able to roll with that. But right now, I just want to get this one done. We are so close. This VAR sheet's going to be done soon. Image generation's easy. So yeah, last thing we'll put in here will be the actual websites. And then we'll move everything over there. As soon as we already have the phone numbers and everything else is done, then we'll move it over. And yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be like auto-generating. It's taking over an industry is going to be like opening an umbrella. That's kind of how it's going to feel. We're getting so close. All right. Thanks for being along for the ride. This is really industry disrupting. The industry doesn't do it this way, right? The industry hires people by hand to go through and create and pound out content day in and day out and day in and day out just to create uniqueness. And because of that, they're really easy to beat. We can beat on costs and we can grow. So we're just going to take over everything that we try for and push for like a tsunami. We're just going to come up and over the top. That's exactly what we're building like this for, because we can just create enough content to win. That's it. Put it on different servers, get our sheets when we're uploading them to use different combinations of things like the banner height, right? The opacity layer here, different combinations of whether this appears, which images appear, whether these appear, which images appear, what this says and does, and so on. Whether this is on the left or the right or exists at all. What's said here, which images are there. We can just go on and on and on and on and on, and we can improve the SEO on all these websites after we generate them with ease. Like I say, we can do SEO updates to 1 page per website and cover 92 in like half an hour. So it would take like 4 hours to update the about us, well, automotive, emergency, residential, and commercial. 5 hours if we think home and about us as well. Okay, 5 hours updates 92 websites. You all right? And that's a breeze. That's stuff we can hire other people to go and do just to create variability. And by the way, can we just do that? Yeah, can we take our Excel sheets, make a sensible change to that, and then just import it into each website? Yeah, it's even faster. Okay. Pretty soon we'll have automation tools for that. That's pretty cool. All right, I hope you guys like what's going on. I know it's a long time coming, but this is it. This is our final development. We're not doing new stuff after this, except just simply automating anything left over that's manual for this simple process here. Because this is it. This is the only process we need, okay? And we'll just go after every industry with it and just keep growing. So yeah, it's going to be all just rhinoceros through a forest going after the deal as opposed to developing. We're not doing that anymore. All the development we do now is just pure automation steps. That's it. And just put this out and get leads to dispatch centers and take our cut. Pretty cool. All right, last chance for those of you who want to get involved before the thing goes. Just remember, gettrialleads.com/LPE, okay, to sign up to the back end and get your password. Then go to gettrialleads.com/admin. Log in as an LPE owner with your email and your password, log in, and then explore the links on the left when you get in there to see whether positions are still available and if you can get anything. Okay, if those positions are gone, they're gone. If any are left, you got a chance. Get them before we take them down. But as soon as we basically say, okay, guys, we're getting the phone numbers from the company and we're launching, that's it. That's it. That'll just be a handful of days, and that's it. That'll be the final call if there are positions left. and then we just shut them, okay? Because as soon as we put it out, traffic's going to start to hit pretty soon after that. And with the traffic hitting, payments are only going to go to the guys who got us this far, right? All you guys who got us this far, you deserve your cut, because this is a huge chunk of work that we've been able to pull off because of you, okay? So you guys are going to be the ones benefiting from it, and from every next industry we open with this whole automation method. So this is beautiful. It's really something. Okay, take care.